The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check, 15. Jump. Pilot, 64, weak. Jack 15. Hey, seam 6. 36.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Grant. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
180. I'm coming for you.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Hey, Alpha. Take both of them. Hey.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Wait, that's 20.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Got you. Hey, Delta. Goal 50.
Now Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. Here we go. Here we go. Rip.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And watch the leg. 72.
To throw again. Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Wait, that 53. Check it backer. Check it backer.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock with your wounds at the half and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Edelman set to return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Brady gives to Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Grant. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 16, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He's going to take, now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it. Hey, Echo. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 26. Easy. 26 Mike. Ozzy.
Now Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 36. Look basic. Black.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch the whip. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. You draw Corker.
On 2nd down, Samuels. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
36. Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Patriots 24, Steelers 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Shift. 61. Matchbox lights.
They go right back to White here on first down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
50.
On second and very short, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. These two. Check 3. Beat these two. Alert. Hey, wahoo. Check 3. Middle. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Switzer on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And hauling it in, Nelson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Easy. 6-6, pull it high. Come up the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Corey Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing 72.
They keep it on the ground. White again. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Check. Rush in. 26 Mike. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the twins. Jack. Tighten up. Hey, hey.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Michel. And he's got Rome. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend a day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering